thing you would do is probably maybe swear at him or push him away, try to get into a fight or whatever, you know, because it's just rude. And this is the Prophet, so the Sahabas, they had to control themselves too, because on sometimes there'd be Sahabas, there'd be Bedouins, they would come and they would mistreat the Prophet just because, you know, they don't have these manners, they don't know how to interact properly. And other Sahabas like Umar, he would take out his sword and he was like, oh yeah, Rasulullah, let me just take off his neck. Just, come on, quickly. It won't hurt anybody. Who cares? No one's gonna miss him. So the Prophet ﷺ, you see his like, and he wanted everybody to leave, so he doesn't like embarrass the man in front of her. It doesn't. So it's just privacy one-on-one. Just me and you. Let me take care of you. I got you. And so he did this for 3 days. And on the third day, the man came out to the people, and he said, "Oh Allah, please grant mercy unto me and onto Muhammad ﷺ and nobody else." So he told everybody, he's like, none of you deserve it. It's only him, because he took care of me and he showed me good hospitality and he was very nice to me. And the Prophet ﷺ came up to him and he says, no, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is for every single human being. And so the Bedouin put up his hands again and he said, "Oh Allah, grant me mercy and the Prophet ﷺ and everybody else on earth." And so you can see here there's different lessons in all these stories. Starting from the story of the woman. She was struggling, and it was an elderly woman. He went and helped her out all the way through until the end of the process. And when she criticized him, instead of criticizing her back, instead of yelling at her back, he just smiled politely and answered her question. And for the prisoner of war, they treated him as if they knew him, you know, as a friend. So they bathed him, they clothed him, they fed him, they gave him the best hospitality they can. This is a prisoner of war. And you guys are seeing what's happening in the Middle East nowadays, and everywhere that's going on. Prisoners of war, they're getting tortured. They get limbs getting cut off, they get burnt, they get electrocuted, they get starved to death. Some women get raped, even men get raped. Bad things happen when you're a prisoner. But this prisoner was living life at that time. And so he wasn't scared of, well, are they going to kill me or not? He was scared if he wasn't going to get the next meal. So that's how it was. And he even and all the Sahaba around him even treated this prisoner the same way, because that's how the Prophet ﷺ taught them to. And then from the story of the Bedouin, he came harshly at the Prophet and even violently hurt the Prophet, and the Prophet didn't do anything bad. He just said, "How can I help you?" You know, with a calm voice. He didn't yell at him. He didn't push him back like many of us would probably do. He just simply said, "What can I do for you?" And he helped him out in a different way. He couldn't find a direct source of money, so he found an alternative, and he took him into his own household, where he has a family already, and he took care of him. So this just shows some of the characteristics and the mercy of the Prophet ﷺ, and how he treated people, not only the Muslims, but even other people around him, from women to men to the old to the young to everybody. And if you look nowadays at us, you know, none of us know much about the Prophet. Starting for like myself, you know, all you guys, and nobody, you know, because we are more focused on current things that are happening around us. For example, like this whole Kim Kardashian thing. I'm sure you ladies here probably know everything about it, from like the ins and outs. You guys probably know more than like all the TMZ and MTV and stuff. Guys, this whole NBA lockout, that's all you guys are ever thinking about. You know, Derrick Rose, man, MVP, can't wait to see him play again. I see everybody's statuses. 25 days till the NBA heart. Like, who cares? The NBA doesn't even know you exist. You guys are all caring about the NBA nowadays. You know, everybody has all this gossip. You know, I went to high school, and I know how high school works. High school is based off of rumors. If there's no rumors, there's no high school. That's how it is. You know, oh man, this guy's going out with this girl. Oh my gosh. You know, it's all this, people are just talking nowadays. That's how it is. It's all gossip. If you turn on TV, half the channels are all like these, like MTV, TMZ, just talking about celebrities. And there's a downfall to this, because as a society nowadays, technology is pretty much controlling us. You know, everyone's on Facebook and Twitter. It's pretty much, if you want to find out something, go on Facebook and Twitter, and you got it, like in seconds like that. If you want anything news on celebrities, just open up TV, switch to MTV, switch to TMZ, switch to the Insider, whatever channel. Probably 50% of the channels are all like all these propaganda and paparazzi, just, you know, feeding you news about celebrities. And they just show, oh man, look at, she was dressed up in this way at the Grammys, he's doing this, she's doing that. And we get indulged by this, you know, we take it in and we say, I want to be like this person. So everyone who's watching Derrick Rose, you go buy his shoes, buy his jersey stuff, you're in the gym, you're trying to be like Derrick Rose, and you never will be ever in your life, so just quit, right? Girls are, you guys are going out, getting the best makeup out there, straightening your hair, doing this, doing that, getting headbands like me, and doing all these neat things, and we're indulged in it, and we forget what the main purpose of life is. We forget what we're here for. We're all being puppets. Somebody's controlling us. Those puppets, the string puppets? Somebody's just controlling us with the TV and technology and all these celebrities and saying, oh, you know what, this person does this, now you're going to do this, and they're just controlling us. And then you're just following along their footsteps. You're just doing exactly what they're doing. It's all of us. There's no person out there who's not following somebody else. And it's good to find a role model. You just have to find the right role model. And a role model can be anybody, right? But it shouldn't be like these big-time celebrities per se, because we don't know what's actually going on. You see how celebrities, a lot of them, they die, and what happens? The autopsy shows that they died out of drugs. They died from over-drinking. They died from, they committed suicide. And why? Because they're going through depression. They are not living the life that they want to be. They are living the life to impress other people. And that's the thing. The thing is, we are following these people. So if these people fall down in this way, what's going to prevent us from falling the same way if we're following them? Every day in our life, we're doing the same thing they're doing. On Twitter, I don't really have a Twitter. I don't know if any of you do, but I heard it's like you can follow somebody and you can see what they do in their everyday life, and it's becoming super popular now. And so if you're just following everything that somebody does every day, you're just Twittering every 5 minutes. You know more about this person than you know about yourself, than you know about your own brothers and sisters. So we have to realize who our right role model is. And as Muslims, we are Muslims and we follow Islam. And the person who brought Islam to us is the Prophet ﷺ. So why should we not make him our role model? Why should we pick Derrick Rose over the Prophet ﷺ? Why should we pick Kim Kardashian over the Prophet ﷺ? Even our best friends. Why should we pick them over the Prophet ﷺ? Even if there's a straight guy, he prays 5 times a day, he's a hafiz, he does this, he does that, he's a great guy, but even though, you have to make the Prophet ﷺ because he was the best of all. And it's not bad to have, if you have friends, make them your role models too. It's not bad. You guys can encourage each other. If there's your friend's older brother, in the community, or a sister, an older sister, maybe an alumni or a senior, and you look up to them because you see them, they're getting good grades, but they're still popular, they're still cool, they still have friends and have fun and stuff. I want to be like this person. It's not bad to have other role models, but our main role model should be the Prophet ﷺ. And many of us, how long does a basketball game or football game last for? Like 2 or 3 hours, right? So we spend 2 or 3 hours every Sunday. Some of us watch doubleheader, the double games going on. And then there's Saturdays, college football games. Monday, there's Monday Night Football. Friday now, there's also college games. So that's 4 days out of the week. That's about 12 hours you're just spending on sports. Facebook, I don't know. I used to spend hours and hours on Facebook. I'm talking like 4 or 5 hours straight up on Facebook. Right? And then there's movies we're spending 3 hours on. But how many of us spend at least 10 minutes a day reading just a page of the Quran? Or how many of us even take 5 minutes out of our day to just pray two prayers for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? But we can spend 3 hours watching a movie about Team Jacob and Team Edward fighting over this one girl who is not even good looking. But we can't take 5 minutes out of our time just to tell the God who created us, who gave us the ability to even watch this movie, that we appreciate what he's doing and we are thankful and we ask him for his forgiveness and his mercy. The Prophet ﷺ, he had a busy daily life. He would wake up, pray Fajr, and he would have to help out the people, do things that other leaders didn't have to do. Most leaders, they just sit back with this gold and diamond and silk and all the food and everything being brought to them. But the Prophet ﷺ, he would go and give things to other people. He never had things brought to him, he would always give things. And in the middle of the night, when he's dead tired, what would he do? He would get up for 4 or 5 hours a night, and he would just pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, asking him for forgiveness. And he is already forgiven for everything. And Aisha asked him, you're already forgiven. Why are you asking for forgiveness? Why do you do all this worship? And he says, shouldn't I be a grateful servant? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you a gift, let's say you memorize the Quran. Let's say you get good grades, you don't have to study for tests. Some people have to struggle. They study 2 hours for a test and they pull off a C. You study 15 minutes and you pull off an A. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more, and then also ask him, thank him for what he's done, for the gift that he's given to you. We already know, there's been many deaths in the community. We see overseas, people are dying left and right. All of us, we're still alive here. So So listen, we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. And we learned that from the Prophet because he used to do the same thing. And you know, there's many of us. If I ask how many of you love the Prophet? Only like 3 of you. Okay, so everyone's hand would go up, right? How many of you are proud to be a Muslim? How many of you are proud to be part of Islam? Everyone's hand's gonna go up, right? And we say, man, I love the Prophet. I would die for him. Right now, I would die for him. Then if you would die for him, why aren't you following what he's doing? Instead of following all these other people, why aren't you following what he's doing? If you want to die for him, you should be like him. If you want to die for Islam, why don't you be a Muslim? And I'm not saying Muslim by name, Muslim by character, Muslim by action, Muslim by your intention. Wake up and pray 5 times a day. You want to die for Islam? Get up 5 o'clock in the morning and pray Fajr. Instead of loving Fajr and loving Islam, you're in love with your bed and your blanket, all snuggled up. You know, get up. It takes 5 minutes. You quickly make wudu, 2 rak'ahs, and bam, you can go back to sleep. Just 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes is going to give you the best eternal life you can ever imagine. And if you look at your own problems in life, you know, in high school there's a lot of like guy-girl problems. You know, you might like this one guy, I don't know if he likes me back, and stuff like this. Or grades, sports, just gossip. You know, girls always have gossip and always have fights. Guys, same thing. You know, everything happens. You know, it's your daily life. And when you move on, you know, college and you get married and everything, there's gonna be problems in your life. And like, why are these all happening to me? You know, why am I being the one punished when this person here, he's perfect. He's got this, this, and this. She's got this, this, and this. I got nothing. I'm living a crappy life, right? Because the reason this is all happening is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us. You know, maybe we don't have a strong relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe He's saying, if you show me some love, if you just do these little things I'm telling you to. And He laid it out. He's like, here you go. Here's a Quran and here's a Sunnah. Just follow this and that's it. You know, you'll get what you want. But instead, we're not following. We just leave it on our shelf and we let it to dust. When it comes to Ramadan, last 10 nights, then we're like, all right, I guess, why not? You know, and then we'll read some of it. But throughout the year, we forget about it. And we're focused on other things. So we got to make sure that we take what we take what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us and we show Him that we love Him, so that way He'll love you back and He'll show care for you. And even though some of us, you know, might just unintentionally, you don't know it, but you have a different role model other than the Prophet ﷺ, for example. You know, knowingly or unknowingly, we have a different role model. You might not know it. You know, most of us, we probably don't know it. When you're spending 3 hours, 4 hours, and 5 hours in front of the TV or computer, that's your role model. That laptop right there is your role model right now. It doesn't like click in your head, but that's how it is. So we have to make sure we put priorities in front of other things. You know, make sure we read about the Prophet. He had a very interesting life. Anything you want to know, anything from how to eat, to how to treat somebody, to how to just, you know, read Quran or whatever, you just ask. You just read, open the seerah of the Prophet, and all the answers are there. They're all just lined up and listed down for you.
I'm grown to do it.
So pretty much we gotta know who our real role model is. If you wanna say I love Islam, I'm ready to die for it, then follow it. Then follow the Prophet ﷺ, because the Prophet ﷺ followed the Quran, and the Quran is the word of Allah, and that's everything right there summed up. So we got picture time. Everybody look good.
Okay, you guys want to gather up so we can take a group Can we say thank you? Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's not talk about it.
Well, please join us in our pizza and
Why are you late? Why are you late?
Morgan, would you like to watch together? Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Hey, sure.
Picture.
Yeah, do you want to be sliding on?
Hey. No, they want to.
Hey, guys.